Manchester United 2, Brighton 0. These are the final player ratings. Manchester United versus Brighton. It's a huge game for Manchester United, and we finally won the game. These are the player rating. It wasn't the greatest game by Manchester United. It was a decent result. There's a lot of positive, a lot of negatives, but last Premier League game, season's complete. We have finished 8th, but let's get into it. Andre Onana now. I'm not going to talk about the relative season for each player because I'm going to do a season rating video after the FA Cup final. But today, Onana, he made 2 great saves. And they did play well. He made some decent saves. He was good on the ball. And yeah, it was decent in possession. He had a lot of benefit for Manchester United in the game today. And listen, a safe pair of hands, a great first season for him. In this game against Brighton, in the last few games, he had made some mistakes, but he looked alright today. And that's a huge positive for him. And I think the quality that he's shown was good. But yeah, I'm not going to dwell too much on Onana. It was an average 6 today. Right back, Wan-Bissaka, he made a few errors today. Was decent on the ball. Was flying into a few challenges, but on the whole, it was probably a 6 by... Actually, no, I'm going to give him a 7. Both Onana and Wan-Bissaka. They kept the clean sheet against the tough Brighton side, and they do relatively good in the game. Wan-Bissaka, obviously, in a normal team, you probably have DALOT starting over him at right back, but with the injury that have hit Manchester United this season, Wan-Bissaka has started more games than we expected, and he has done alright in the games, in all honesty and fairness to him. It was an average... Played well defensively, kept some decent clean sheets, and overall looks relatively composed on the ball. So yeah, really happy with his performance today. Going forward, whether that's the exit of Wan-Bissaka, maybe that's the last game that he played for Manchester United, but I do certainly think it was a decent performance by him today. Centre backs, Casemiro. I think when he went into midfield, obviously he looked more natural and more better in that position, but he did fairly well defensively. Made another great goal line clearance and was good on the ball today. Was a bit rash in challenges as typical Casemiro fashion he normally is, but overall I think it was a decent 7 out of 10 performance for him. He made that one goal line clearance that kept us in the game, and ultimately it was his pass that set up the low for the goal. When he goes into midfield, he just looks so much better and so much composed, and he definitely will be someone who, for me, should be starting that Manchester United FA Cup final in that midfield. I think we're going to need his presence, but we'll talk about that as we go closer to it. Next to Casemiro was obviously Lisandro Martinez. Great for him. You can see Erik ten Hag was only going to give him 60 minutes as he came off then. Erik ten Hag is trying to manage his minutes, as we can all see, and obviously he did that again today. Listen, Sandro Martinez has been out with a lot of injuries, and he almost went off again with another injury today. So Erik ten Hag is slowly nursing him in. I think he will play the full game against Manchester City and will certainly be in there from the start. The fact that he started this game today kind of shows that he will be in the team from the start, and he will have a big impact for us. Just having a left-footed centre-back, just having a centre-back that's good enough for Manchester United is absolutely brilliant. And I think Lisandro Martinez's quality that he shows is absolutely fantastic. The performance he put in today, it was alright. Like, he's getting back to full fitness. He's not the greatest in the greatest form yet, but you can certainly see what he adds to this Manchester United team, and he certainly has a lot of quality. So really happy with Lisandro Martinez, and I think he did put a really good shift in today. So I'll give him a 7. Actually no, 6. He didn't play the full 90. Left back DALOT, Manchester United player of the season for me, being so consistent this season. Played left back, right back, was so good today. What a goal it was. Has been, yeah, as I said, the player of the season. It was a 7 out of 10 today. He bombed up and down the left-hand side, going into midfield, getting on the ball, making runs. Like, he's been Manchester United's best player, and that's so evident clearly to see this season. As I said, so versatile, popped up when we needed him, and it's been a season of pure development by DALOT. His quality has gone up, he's risen, his ability's gone up, and he has certainly been one of Erik ten Hag's key players. So yeah, really happy with DALOT, a 7 out of 10 today. Going into midfield, Amrabat. Now, as I said in the match reaction, this is probably the reason why Manchester United don't sign him. We need someone who's going to give us a good enough performance every day. And I know a lot of the players at Manchester United don't do that recently, but I think you can see the reasons why Manchester United haven't had Amrabat. It's very inconsistent. Was too long on the ball today and did look really inconsistent when he did have the ball and when he did have possession. But I do certainly think Amrabat as well, another player in contention. With that performance today, he's probably lost his spot in the FA Cup final team, but certainly do think Manchester United and Erik ten Hag will have a big decision to make in that game. Next to him, Kobbie Mainoo, as I said, one of Manchester United's greatest stars this season. He's been so good this season. A decent performance today by him. He got on the ball. He was erratic, but in a good way. He was fierce, tenacious is the word. He goes for all the balls, and we know that's what Kobbie Mainoo is going to do. His quality today. Listen, the Kobbie Mainoo hasn't really been good in the he was good in the Crystal Palace. In the Newcastle game. He was okay today. He played 75 minutes. Looked okay in the game that he did play. So yeah, listen, happy with Kobbie. Great season for him. Hopefully he goes on to bigger and better things. And Manchester United next season can be a key player for us, which I'm sure he will be. Give him a 7 out of 10. Amad Diallo, for me, a 5 out of 10. I don't think it was remote. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good either. He kept the ball simple. Had one shot, had a few chances to score, couldn't really take them. Listen, he started the last 3 games. He probably won't start the cup final, but will certainly come on and probably have an impact. It's been a decent last few weeks of the season for him. Hopefully he can build onto it into pre-season going into next season, because he certainly is, like Mainoo, a player for the future, and certainly is a good quality player who offers a lot of benefits to Manchester United and the team. Left wing was Garnacho. He's getting a lot of criticism recently. Started his 37th game in a row today. It was rumoured that he wouldn't start, but obviously he did play the game. He looked alright today. His performance was good. Defensively, he had a few chances to score himself. As I said, him, Mainoo and Amad are the 3 players that we need going into next season. So we can't be too harsh on them. It's Garnacho's second season, Mainoo's first, and Amad's really first full season playing for Manchester United. So listen, they are really young. They've been key members for the Manchester United team, and particularly Garnacho today. It's difficult playing against Brighton, and I think he'll probably be rested, or he might play that game. Actually, no, he probably will play that cup final game on the right-hand side, but I do certainly think Garnacho is a great player to have, and a key member for the Manchester United team. Now, Scott McTominay, for me, wasn't good today. Probably a 4 out of 10. His performance today wasn't great. He got on the ball, got around the pitch, had a chance to score, but I think he hit the crossbar. He didn't do enough for me in the game. And he just can't play that 10 role. We know he's kind of a forward in that. But if McTominay does stay at Manchester United, where is his position? Where is his best position to play? Because it certainly isn't that number 6 role. It probably would be that number 8. But when you've got Kobbie Mainoo in there, it's going to be very, very difficult to replace him. We've got Mount in there as well, so it's going to be hard to replace him. But I do certainly think McTominay, it'd be interesting to see what happened in the summer. Bruno, listen, he improved our team so much, and it was an average 6 today, if I'm honest with you. He was good on the ball. He was quick. What he did today was just average. That's nothing good, nothing bad. Going on to the subs, Højlund for me is 7. A great goal. Come off the bench now and got 2 goals. Been so important going into that cup final. So happy that he's found some form. And he has looked really, really good for us. So yeah, happy with him. Evans, a 6. Came on in the 60th minute, showed it out. Was good on the ball. Varane as well, another 6. Rashford a 6. Eriksen a 6 as well. So yeah, that's the Erik ten Hag. Based on this game, probably a 6. 7. We won the game. I think substitution were good. Casemiro going back into midfield, bringing on centre-backs, kind of did help us in the game. We did do pretty decent. One more game left to go. A huge game for Manchester United. Stay tuned for the analysis. Drop a like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.